Yo, it's game time. Welcome back, everyone, to the newest episode of the Tampa Bay Rays franchise here on MLB The Show 23. The 3-3 Tampa Bay Rays are taking on the 0-6 Oakland Athletics. If you're brand new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications so that way you guys will be notified when the next video will drop. If you're continued followers and supporters, I do appreciate you and continue to thank you again for all that you do. We're going to start at the bottom of the first. Josh Lowe is at the plate. He's going to catch the cutter going towards left field. Luke Raley was at first, going to second. From second, going to third. And from third, he looked like he's going to take it all the way home. Can he make it in time? And he does for the first score. Josh Lowe is going to stop at second, and that is how the game is going to start. If you look at the replay here, he catches that cutter low. It's going to hit inside towards left field, and that's going to get Luke Raley to go from second to third. Still running, as you can see in the replay, and he slides just in time. So the Rays have been doing pretty good at getting runs game after game. They are on a 2-game winning streak as Brandon Lowe catches that cutter in the middle, and it looked like it's going to hit on the wall, and that's going to get the second baseman to stop to continue to third, and that's going to get Brandon Lowe from first to second. It held him up just a little bit, but that's going to be his second double of the game. Wander Franco is up next at the plate. We're still in the bottom of the fourth right now. You got Brandon Lowe at second. Got the third baseman ready to go. He's going to catch that cutter, and the third baseman is going to take off home, and Brandon Lowe is going to follow up right behind him, and he's going to make it in time. He does, and that is going to be a 3-0 score for the Rays here in the bottom of the fourth. As we look at the replay one more time, Wander Franco catches that cutter. It's going to get in between the shortstop and the left field, and the left field is going to take off and throw the ball. Just not on point at that moment, and that is how Brandon Lowe is going to get inside to score. Still in the bottom of the fourth, here's Randy. He's going to catch a cutter high, and that's going to go in between center field and left field, and that's going to get Randy from first to second, Wander Franco from second to third, and from third to home. And Randy's still running, and he's going to get to third base, and that's going to be his RBI triple, his second of the season, and that is going to be a replay viewable right now as he catches it. As you guys remember the other games previously, he would take off the third and try to get him a triple, but he will always get caught. And this time he makes it in time, so it works out this time. So hopefully he doesn't continue to do that, but if it works out, it works out. Vidal Brujan's at the plate now. Randy's at third. He's going to take the pitch, and that's going to be a sinker, and that's going to hit towards center field and right field. That looks like the sweet spot for this game to them. Randy's going to get in for a fifth run, and that is going to be Vidal Brujan stuck at first. The lineup has started over. Josh Lowe is at the plate. Paul Blackburn is at 48 pitches. Not going so well for him. Here comes the pitch, and Josh Lowe is going to catch that fastball in the same sweet spot, and that's going to get Vidal to second. Lowe is going to get to first for a base hit. And it looks like the coach has seen enough, and they're going to bring in J.P. Sears. He's only played 2 games. His ERA is 6.75, so he's given up a lot of runs. He's got 5 strikeouts and 3 walks. So let's see if we can get some more runs off of him. Still in the bottom of the first. Christian Bethancourt is going to get a shot, and that is going to get over the third baseman. That is going to get Josh Lowe to second, and that is going to get our third baseman home, which was funny because Vidal Brujan is the one who went from second to third, and he slides thinking he's not going to make it in time. As you see right here in the corner, he slides, and the coach is telling him to keep going, so he has to get up and take off again. So that's going to be our 6th run. We're going to jump to the bottom of the 5th. Brandon Lowe is 1 for 2. He has a double and a run. He has been the home run king this season for our team, leading it off. Here comes the pitch, and boom, there it is, and it is out of here. And that is going to be another home run. That is going to be a single for him. He is now at 4 home runs, I would say, for the season. Yes, 4 home runs for the season. I continue to lose track because he has been killing it these past couple of games. He has saved us 2 games before, back-to-back. He got a home run in each game. So that is why we are up now 7-0 at the bottom of the 5th. As we look at the replay one more time, he catches it right at the middle, And if you throw anything across the middle, it's definitely not coming back. 420 feet with the velocity, exit velocity of 109.1 miles per hour. Still at the bottom of the fifth, there goes Wander Franco. He's going to get a pitch, a high fastball. It's going to drop in between center field and left field. He's going to take off the first to second. And that is where that drive ends right there. Vidal Brujan at the plate next. Here comes the pitch, and he's going to catch it in center. It's going to be caught, but no, it's going to be dropped by the right fielder. And that's going to get Vidal to take off the second, but changes his mind. He starts running back to first, and the first baseman is going to get him out for our second out, but that is going to get Wander Franco in for a run, so the score is now 8-0. Luke Raley is at the plate next. Here comes the pitch, and he's going to catch it high, and it's going to drop right in front of the center fieldman, and that's going to get him to first. The Rays are lighting up the Athletics, showing how dominant they are right now, and they're going to keep it pushing. Hopefully they try to get double-digit runs, but let's see. Jose Sirius at the plate, and he's going to catch his circle going over towards left field. That's going to get a second baseman to third to home, and then that is going to be Josh Lowe taking off behind him. Can he make it in time? And he is not going to make it, and that is going to be an out. So he is not able to get an RBI. We are able to get one more run after that. The Rays have, 19 hits to 1 for the Oakland Rays. Woof. Woof. Feeling bad for this team. We're going to take out our starting pitcher and bring in Ryan Thompson. He's going to throw the pitch, and it's going to be hit between center field and the left fielder, and it's going to bounce off the wall. The second baseman is going to get to third, and then the third baseman is going to get to home for their first run, and that is going to keep the second baseman there, and that is going to be Raymond's first RBI double. So he has shut this team out for practically 7 innings. They are able to get at least 1 run in. The Rays are going to keep Ryan Thompson in just to see if he can hold down the fort. Here comes the pitch, and he's going to catch it, and it's going to catch the smallest section of the field for the Rays, and that is going to be a home run, a 2-run homer. That is going to be Shade's first home run of the season. So he has now given up 3 scores in 1 inning here. And I believe the Rays are going to pull him after that. They don't want to give this team any hope of coming back into this game. So the Rays are going to pull him after this. But as we look at the replay one more time, he catches it right in the middle, and it's going to land the smallest section of the field. And that is going to bring Luis Patino in. He's played 2 games so far. His third ERA is, 12. He's given up 12 base runs, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. Can he hold down the fort? They're going to give him another chance. He's going to strike Tony Kemp out. And the Rays are able to keep them off the scoreboard for the rest of the game. So that is going to be the first game of this series against the Athletics here. But just to remind everybody who's brand new to the channel, if you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. We're getting ready to jump into game 2. The Rays are now 4-3. As we get ready to look at the star player of this team right now, Brandon Lau. He has been a home run monster this season. His projected stats are going to be 25 home runs. He's going to get 72 RBIs. Let's see if they can keep that up. Shane McClanahan. Shane O'Mac is coming up to the plate right now. He's had 2 starts, 1-1. He's only given up 4 runs. Played 11 innings, given up 11 hits, 15 strikeouts, 4 walks. His whip is a 1.36, so he's been getting a lot of strikeouts early. Let's see if he can get some right now. So we're going to start off with Tony Kemp at the top of the first, and he's going to strike out Tony Kemp, so that's strikeout number 1. Next pitch going to Jesus Aguilar, and that is going to be strike number 2. Here's the next pitch, and that is going to be another strikeout, and that is going to end the first top of the inning. We're going to bump to the top of the second inning. Nothing happens. Here comes the pitch, and he's going to strike out Ramon for his 4th strikeout. Manny Pena, he's going to strike him out too. That's going to be his 5th. Jordan Diaz, he's going to strike him out. So that's strikeout number 6. And the top of the second here, going into the bottom top of the third now. Lawrence Butler, strike him out. That's going to be strikeout number 7. This man is doing some damage at the plate today. He is on point today. Literally, he has his A game, pun intended, going against the A's. There's another strikeout to Tony Kemp, and that's strikeout number 8. Top of the third, Jace Peterson. That's going to be, that's a ball. He's at 3 balls right now. He's going to end up walking this guy if he gives this one up. Shane needs to get his composure back. Here comes the pitch. Okay, strike 1. Next pitch coming up. Strike 2. He's at 53 pitches right now, or 52. Going on 53. Here comes the pitch. And he strikes him out, and so that ends the top of the third. So he is out 9 strikeouts for the game. His pitch count is pretty high, but he is racking up these strikes. So we'll see how long he can hold this up. But as of right now, we're looking at a masterpiece right now. Can he keep them off the scoreboard? Jump it to the top of the 4th. 56 pitches. There's another strike to Jesus Aguilar, and that would look closer to a ball, but the umpire is going to give it to him. That's going to be his 10th strikeout as we look at the replay here. Just barely grazed the plate, and that is what the umpire saw. Going into the bottom of the 4th, the game is still scoreless. Isaac Paredes at the plate, and he's going to catch the fast run, and it looked like it is out of here, and that is going to be the first score of the game, and that's going to be Isaac Paredes, his first home run of the season here. So he gives us Rays a 1-0 lead over them, finally breaking the tie. It looked like it was going to be a pitcher's duel. The defenses were doing their thing, but eventually something's going to give, and they gave first. As we look at the replay here, some lucky fan gets to go home with a fastball hit right up the middle for a distance of 409 feet of the exit velocity of 107 here. Top of the 5th, Shane O'Mac is back. Manny Pina's at the plate, and he's going to get struck out, and that's going to be strikeout number 11. Looking at the replay one more time. Right over the plate at the top of it. And the umpire said that he's out of there. Next pitch. That's going to be a strike for Jordan Diaz. 0-2. Here comes the next pitch. And he's going to strike him out. And that is going to be his 12th strikeout of the game. Shane O'Mac, top of the 6th. 82 pitches so far. They're going to call that, and there's going to be called a strike. Lawrence does not like the call. He said he checked his swing, and he's arguing with the umpire and the side umpire. And the umpire's like, bro, that's what he saw. What you wanted me to do? That's what he saw. We're back at the pitch again, and he's going to check his swing again, and this time they're going to give it to him. So he cried like a bitch the whole time, and he finally gave it to him. So here we go, 1-2. Next pitch, he's going to hit that one, but that is going to be caught by Josh Lowe. So he didn't get the strikeout this time, but he is out of there. Bottom of the 7th, Randy Arozarena's at the plate, taking on J.P. Sears. Here comes the pitch, and he hits that fastball, and he's going to catch it, and it is out of here for another home run for the Rays, and that is going to be a single. That is going to be Randy Arozarena's second home run of the season. So finally the Rays are starting to rack up some points, getting ready to continue to push this game away. If they can continue to keep the lead, they're going to go 2-0 in this series. As we look at the replay one more time, Randy catches that fastball right at that point, going 388 feet, 102.5 miles per hour. Harold Ramirez at the plate. He's going to catch a slider going 79 miles per hour, and that is going to bounce. Look like it's out. No, it bounces off the top of the wall. Almost there for a home run, but that is going to stop him at second base. He is going to bring a second baseman in for an RBI double. That's his first of the game. Brandon Lowe's at the plate. Here's the pitch, and he's going to catch the fastball. That's going to be Christian Bethancourt taken from second to third, and from third, he's going to make it home, and that is going to push the score to 5-0. Here we are in the bottom of the eighth. Brandon Lowe, is going to get him an RBI single. We're going to bring in Jalen Beeks to take over, and he's going to finish the game for the Rays, and the Rays are going to win 5-0, taking over the series 2-0 with one more game coming up. Zach Eflin is going to start Game 3 for the Rays. He had 13 starts last year, 65 strikeouts, 15 walks, and he gave up a couple of runs looking at his ERA. So let's see if we can get it lower right through this game. He's going to take on Jesus Aguilar. Jesus is going to hit it over towards center field. The center field and Jose is going to finally get to it. He's going to throw it over to third. By then it's too late, and that's going to be a run for them, and Jesus is going to get an RBI double. That is going to be his first one of the game. So he was able to catch that pitch right on the spot looking at the replay here, and that is going to get them a run. So the A's are actually leading the game. The first time in this series, the A's are leading. Only by one. Here comes the pitch to Diaz. The pitch is going to get high over Diaz, over Randy's head. Randy's going to throw it all the way to third to keep Diaz from getting it there, but that is going to give up a second run for the game. That is going to be Diaz's third RBI double of the season here. So now the A's are up 2-0. Might have been a bad idea to put Zach Eflin to start. Let's see if he can stop the bleeding right here. We're going against Brett Rooker. Rooker's going to catch the ball nice and clean, and it looks like it's going to be out of here, but it lands right against the wall. Siri's going to get to it, throw it to second, and that's going to be Rooker getting to second. That's going to be his double of the game. Second of the season here. Shea's going to get a pitch thrown. It's going to be a wild pitch. Francisco's going to throw it to second, but it's going to be over too high for Diaz. Siri's going to have to get the ball, and he's going to throw it over to home. Can he make it in time? Francisco's there, and it's going to be an out. According to the umpire, it's going to be an out, and Brett Rooker cannot believe it. We're going to go to the bottom of the second. There's Yandy Diaz. He's going to get a ball hit towards center field and left field, and that is going to get Randy taken off home. Diaz is going to get all the way to second, and that is going to be the first run for the Rays. So now Yandy Diaz has his first RBI double of the season. He said, let's keep it rolling, guys. Let's try to get the score back. Looking at the replay one more time. So that is going to be nice. The Rays are finally on the scoreboard. It didn't take them long to do it. Still here at the top. We're going to jump to the top of the fifth. Zach Eflin's going to throw a pitch, and then Yandy is not going to – just lackadaisical defense right there. That's going to give up a run. They could at least got a double play here if Yandy was just in place and just played defense. Could have dove for it and then threw it to second, but trying just being lazy. Let's just look at it. Just being lazy. Should have just dove for it at least, man. So we're going to the bottom of the fifth after giving up that run. Yandy Diaz is back at the plate to redeem himself for that mistake. Here comes the pitch, and he's going to catch that fastball out, and it's going to land infield. The umpire says it's in. He's going to take off from first to second. Can he make it in time? And he does. The right fieldman through the second baseman, a wild pitch, and that was able to get Yandy Diaz in, and that's going to be his second double of the game and for the season. Looking at the replay, it bounces right infield, giving Yandy just enough time to get to second base. Still in the bottom of the fifth, Wander Franco's at the plate. Yandy at second, taking on Kyle Mueller. Here comes the pitch, and he's going to get that fastball up and in. And that is going to land all the way in the back. And Yandy's going to take off for second. Wander's going to second. And Yandy Diaz is going to stay at third. He did not trust his speed to make it in time. Looked like it's a smart decision. Wander's going to get him a double, his fourth of the season. We got Randy at the plate next. Can they get a run off this? Here comes the pitch. And it's going to be a circle hit. And it's going to be caught by the center field, but Yandy is going to take a chance this time going home. Can he make it in time? And he is not going to make it, and he is out of there. And that is going to be 2 outs in 1 inning at the bottom of the fifth right now. Randy is going to catch that circle as you see the replay here. The center fielder is going to catch it. The center fielder is going to throw it off to the shortstop, and the shortstop is going to throw it from there to home. And that was a perfect thrown ball, and Yandy just did not get there in time, did not have the speed to make it, but we appreciate the effort there. Vidal Brujan's going to take a pitch, and that's going to get hit to the third baseman, who stops it with his body, but it's going to get Wander Franco to third, and that is going to be Vidal Brujan at first, and he's going to get an RBI double with a base hit. Here comes the next batter. Francisco is coming up. He's 0 for 2 today. Not really having a good game, so the coaches are going to decide to bring in Christian Bethancourt. He hasn't really played too much this season, but they're going to give him a chance to try to give this team some energy. Here comes the pitch, and he's going to catch the slider high, and that is what they needed because it is a 3-run homer, and the Rays have taken the lead. This Christian Bethancourt's first home run of the season, and with that, he takes the lead for the Rays. This is actually what the Rays needed right now. They needed some type of energy. They were feeling kind of sluggish, because they're up 2-0 in the game. You can take you can take an L in this game, but why would you want to do that when you're on a winning streak and your goal is to take first place over the Blue Jays? So you might as well go out there and ball out. Bethancourt is going to get 356 feet, exit velocity of 97. We're going to be on the bottom of the 6th. Jose Series at the plate. He's 0 for 2. They're going to bring in J.P. Sears. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a high fastball over towards center field and right field. And it's going to be the second baseman running from second to third. Jose Series right behind him. He's going to take off all the way to third. Can he slide? And he makes it in time. And that's going to be Jose Series' first RBI triple for the game. And the Rays are going to be up 5-3 with that run. Looking at the replay one more time. A good shot there. Pretty high. If he would have got just a little bit more, maybe it would have been a home run. But they still get a run off that. And Series is going to get to the third base. Yandy Diaz at the plate. There's a pitch hit. That's going to be an out for them. But it's going to get Siri in from third to home. And that's going to be 6-3 for the Rays. Jumping to the top of the 8th. Poche is going to give up a hit. And Randy is going to mistime it. Lost track of it somewhere in the sky. And that is going to get the second baseman to third, and that's going to be a triple for them off one hit, just because Randy wasn't paying attention. Then Colin Poche is going to get that hit over towards center field, and that is going to get them a run, and that's going to put them down by 2. So the Rays are going to bring in Pete Fairbanks. He's had 3 games. He's 1-0. He has 5 strikeouts, only giving up 1 walk. His ERA is pretty much a 0. He hasn't given up any runs so far. Let's see if we can keep it up in this inning here. Bring him in to close in the game. Top of the 8th, he's gotten 2 outs so far. He's taking on Brent Rooker, and he's going to strike him out with a slider to end the top of the 8th. And so now the Rays have a chance to continue to push the lead, and Pete Fairbanks is pumped right now, as you can see. Going to jump to the bottom of the 8th. Isaac Paredes is going to kapow this home run out of there, and that is going to be his second home run of the season. And the Rays are now up by 3, with the A's needing a 4-game score to take over. If the Rays can continue to keep this score right here where it is, or push it even further, they're definitely going to come out with a sweep in this game. The Rays are going to win 7-4 to sweep the A's in this series, 3 games. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're brand new to the channel, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think of the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. I'm out of here. Peace out.